Hi, I'm Terry Taylor from Interior Design Business Academy, and I want to talk to you about being scared of design fees. Now, I see designers getting really worked up about this in two different places. And number one, they get worried about not charging enough and the idea that they will end up being a slave, being working for pennies for years for somebody. Okay? And then idea number two is the opposite, is that the fee will be so high, the numbers are so big that the client would never say yes to that. Wouldn't happen. We'll freak them out and they would never hire us. That's actually not true either. Okay, so let's explore that a little bit. Let's explore the not enough one. Now, what I know is that if you just pull a number out of the air, it'll probably be wrong. So don't do that, okay? I'm supposed to guess. That's not how it works. You need to think about it. You need to look at what it is you actually have to produce, figure out how many meetings it's going to take to get all of those decisions made, and then how much time you need in between the meetings to do your drafting, to do your research, sourcing, pricing, whatever it is you have to do. Okay, that's how you figure out a fee. And then you just put it out there. Now, what I know to be true is that those of you who are still working on an hourly basis are billing somewhere between a third and a fourth of what you actually do. And that's terrible. I mean, it breaks my heart, okay? And I know that if you sit down and figure out a fee, it's going to be better than that, okay? It may not be accurate and on the nose, but it's going to be way better than what you got. So I invite you to make a mindset shift here and take imperfect action. Okay? Be okay with not doing it perfectly the first time, or even the second time, or the third time. You just try it out and see what it works. And the next time you make some shifts, and the next time you make some more shifts, and soon you'd be very good at it. It's just not that difficult to do. Now, the very best business advice I can give you is to make this mindset shift and realize that fear is something that your head makes up that actually hasn't happened yet and probably won't happen. Okay? So if we can take that little piece out of there and say, okay, that's not true, that's just a head game I'm playing with myself, it becomes much easier to do. Now, the second one that we want to work on is the idea that if you figured it out and it was a big number, that they would never pay that much. Oh no, they're not going to pay me that much, and which is not true, because this is how the conversation goes. You say this. My client would never agree to the job if I told them it was going to take $200,000 to furnish this house. They wouldn't go for it. And to top it off, if I told them that they were going to pay me about $30,000 in design hours to get this done, no way in God's green earth would that ever happen. And that's not true. That's actually not true at all. It's actually your money story. Now, this is the mindset shift part again. All of this stuff works on mindset ideas, about thinking about it in a different way. What's happening here is that designer's money stories, old family money stories about what people will do and won't do, are getting in the way of her jobs. Now, if you're from a middle class family like me, we would have never in a million years spent $200,000 on furniture after buying a house. Wouldn't happen, right? Never in a million years. It would be absolutely ridiculous. And I can tell you that I've gotten into odd, non-supporting situations by talking about a job I was working on that was a $150,000 master bath and bedroom remodel. Somebody wanted a really nice spa thing, and I was excited about it, and I wanted to talk about the things I was doing, and the reaction that she gave me, the word was, "That's disgusting." Oh, so what happens when you talk to family members about these numbers is that they try to bring you back to their reality, not the client's reality out there, and that's just not helpful at all. So you want to be careful about who you talk to around these things, and realize that the stories about money and value of things that we grew up with don't necessarily apply to our clients, and they need to be kept out of our clients' jobs. Now, another way that shows up is in a situation where, in a family where money was a little tight, and we didn't talk about money because it turned into arguments and fights and angriness and lots of drama. And so we grow up with the idea that it's better not to talk about money because you know what happens, right? So when you get in a position where you say to a client, "What's your budget?" and they say, "I don't know." You are not the person that's going to keep going. You're going to let go of that like a hot potato. I'm not talking about money. But the problem is that for an interior design entrepreneur, you're missing half your programming. So you can't do that. So the mindset shift in here is realizing that you have family inherited money stories that are perfectly good for your family, but they're not good for an interior design business, and that you need to let go of them in order to be successful. In our coaching programs, we spend a lot of time working on this, as you might imagine, because when you make that mindset shift of letting go of your own family money history and realizing that not everybody's is that way, you step into something totally bigger, totally different, and you're able to serve your clients well and get paid what you're worth. So till next time, bye-bye.